I don't know what's up with me and technology lately. Um, it's just not, it just didn't seem to work for me. Okay, I'm live now on Facebook. Okay, so this will be very brief, a very brief um, chat this morning, weekly chat, but I am committed to coming on here and um, sharing with you thoughts that are on my mind, as well as, and these thoughts are really questions. They may come in the form of questions to evoke deep thinking. They come in the form of strategies. Sometimes I already know what I want to say, other times I don't know. um, like this week was really busy to me for me, and so I didn't have anything planned. But I wanted to say, but I got up. Something was really hovering. I didn't have it all jot down on paper like I usually do. I usually use these just to bullet point out my thoughts. But I wanted to talk to you today about change and how to create lasting change. So, if you don't know who I am, if you just kind of logged on and you're wondering, well, who is she and what is she talking about? My name is Waveney. I'm a leadership coach. I help new managers develop leadership influence by mastering their relationships at work and leveraging their communication skills. Communication and relationships go hand in hand, they're important no matter where you are in your leadership journey. But it's important if you are new in a leadership role that you really work on your communication. And I can tell you, you will be working on your communication for forever to get better, right? If you want to really impact and be an influential leader, we're not just here um, to take up space in this world. We're not just here because we're not just in leadership roles because of the money, right? We're really here to make a difference. We're really here to leave a legacy, to leave an impact, to take our roles seriously as leaders. And so today I wanted to talk about change. That has been on my mind a lot because I guess too, I am changing, I am growing. Um, I have always, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I am in this field. It's funny how life always directs you to the perfect path if you let it, right? It's funny because I've always been interested in personal development. I've always wanted better for me, and it starts with you. It started with me. I always wanted better for me, and I want better for everyone as well. And the People's Brand is just a platform and an extension of where I get to do that work. Um, and so I'm changing, I'm growing, I'm challenging me. I'm not perfect. And so change has been on my mind a lot. And so, how do you create lasting change? And change is not easy, but it could be done. I mean, I grew up eating meat. I grew up in a normal Caribbean household, chicken, meat, pork, that sort of thing. I don't eat any of that right now. And if anybody would have said to me that you would have stopped, I would not believe them. Why am I telling you this? Because I had to change, and the change did not come about. Ooh, did that? Let me just tell this person that I am on my live stream so that they don't come back. All right. Um, this change did not come about. oh, This change did not come about um, lightly. Give me a moment. think I'm gonna have to um change all my phone settings to block everybody. Anyway, this change didn't come about lightly. Me not, stopping uh to change my diet. It didn't come about because I was ill and I went to the doctor. I just it came about because I wanted to change. It came about because I wanted to be healthier and I wanted to do something good for my body. That's where it started. I wanted to do something good for me. And by that, I mean, I just didn't, it wasn't about making sure that I take care of myself, like um, getting a pedicure or doing my nails or, doing all those seemingly self care type of things, activities. I just wanted to do something good for me. And so I decided to change my diet, right? And I started slow. It was a slow change. And there were times that I still went back and because I loved fried chicken. And there were days when I'm stressed out. I eat when I'm like stressed, I eat and I crave junk. And it would still happen, but I kept pushing and kept pushing and I kept pushing. So I'm here to tell you that you can create any change that you want. You can just push through it. It comes in small increments. Like give yourself grace. Whatever it is you want to change, maybe it's a habit that you have, maybe it is a habit that you're trying to implement. Maybe you're trying to read more. Maybe you're trying to get into the personal development. You want to work on you. Maybe you have a temper, I don't know, and you want to be better. Take it in small doses. Give yourself grace. But I wanted to say to you, just I wanted to highlight a few things. It is not easy, but it can be done. Change is not easy, but it can be done. That's the first thing. The second thing is, and I think it was last week I spoke about commitment. Um, you need to commit. You need a higher level of commitment for you. If you're going to change anything that affects you, you're going to need to commit to you. You're going to need to say to yourself, listen, self, listen, wave, this is what we're going to do. You have to determine and make up in your mind, and which is why when you have to be very careful about the advice that you take from others and when you implement that advice, because sometimes our friends, our families, they're well meaning and they share with us and they give us advice, and it is not ours to take out. Like we don't buy into it. That is one of the reasons why people don't change, because somebody gives them that advice, somebody makes a suggestion, and they're like, oh, it's a good idea. And it's really surface level. They don't think about it. They're not committed to it. It doesn't resonate with them. It's not, it doesn't jive with them. And it doesn't work because you're not committed. You have to commit to you. You have to commit to you as an influential leader. um, you have to commit to you. You have to commit to your development and your growth and getting better. It's a commitment to you and it is a sacred thing. It is to you, right? Lots of the changes that we seek starts with us. I would want to say all of them, but it starts with us and it starts with a deep commitment to ourselves, understanding where we want to go, what we want to do, which leads me into the other point, which is a key point. You have to identify the identity that you want. You have to identify the identity. So, for example, we're on this platform. I'm speaking about influential leaders. I'm speaking about becoming a better leader. I'm speaking about becoming a better you. What are, who do you want to be as an influential leader? What are the traits? What are the habits that you want to embody? What are the things that you see in others that you may regard as successful, whether you know them or maybe you see them on TV, right? What are some of those behaviors that you like, that you want to embody? And just know, just I'm inserting this, that whatever you recognize, the traits that you recognize, the good things that you recognize in others, is also possible for you. Sometimes we feel like, okay, we meet this person or we know this person and they have, you know, really good habits. There's something about them that we like. There's a particular habit, there's a particular trait, a characteristic that we like about them, and we feel like it's not possible. The fact that you can identify it, the fact that you can see it, it means that it is possible for you, but it isn't possible by just saying, oh, I like that, I want to be like that. It is possible, it is only possible when you um work at it, right? So you really, I think this is really a key thing in changing and creating lasting change for yourself. You have to identify your identity, because you are not the same person. I am not the same person I was even last year. There are things about me that have changed. I'm growing, I'm learning, and I'm growing, and I'm applying. And there are things about you that are different, right? So you have to identify what identity, not that you're fake, not that you want to pretend to be somebody else, but you are cultivating and creating better habits for yourself so that you could be that person, right? You cannot be where you want to be by staying at this level. And it doesn't mean, staying at this level doesn't mean anything financially or anything like that. It means that you have to become that person. You have to identify what is the identity of the person that you wish to be. I hope that is clear. That is a key thing, right? So you do that by knowing what you want. Maybe you want to be the best parent. Maybe you want to be, we're talking about influential leader, best, influential leader. You want to make an impact. What does that look like for you? What are the characteristics of an influential leader, right? They have great communication skills and they have great work relationships. Well, how do you work on that? How do you implement that? What things, what actions are required? What can you do? What is a simple action that you can take on a daily basis that ensures that you communicate well? And what are the areas that you need to work on in your communication, right? For example, and how can you implement that? And after you figure those out, then you repeat and you go through, and you're going to make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, you just live to fight another day. You just move on, and you just move on, and you just move on. And then eventually you will see the growth. Eventually you will become what you wish to be. And that is how you create lasting change for yourself. And you can apply that formula in every area of your life, any area of your life. And so, really, this is my message. I just wanted to jump on here this Saturday and share this with you. Think about it, save this video, share it out with um, a friend or a coworker that this can help, that you think that, you know, can help. And if you like the content, if you want to work with me, you can do so by joining my Communicate to Influence coaching program. Right now, that's how you work with me. And I'm about to release another one, um, another program, but more to come on that. And so I'll end. Happy Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and continue to change, continue growing, continue embracing, and continue being who you were meant to be. Continue being an influential leader. Have a great one. Bye.